Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Charlotte. I'm a Danish book lover living in Spain, and this is my little corner of booktube. So it's been a little while since I've made a video because life is busy. Working full time, having a daughter that's 1 year old, whilst also having other hobbies and needing time to read, etc., etc. It's difficult to also have time to film and edit. So that is why I do not want to commit to having like a regular set of videos a week or month. I'll just film when I feel like I have something to talk about and when I feel like I have the time. So now that we are officially moving into April, I thought it would be fun to do a March reading wrap up because I love to watch those videos myself and see what books other people have been reading and how they found them. So that's what we're going to do. And in March, I've mainly been reading on my Kindle. I think I've only read one physical book. I just think reading on my Kindle is easy. It's easy to do when I'm in bed because I don't need a light for it. So before we dive into the first book I read in March, then go get yourself a drink and get comfy and let's get started. So the first book that I read in March was Hunting Adeline by H.G. Carlton. And this is the first book in the cat and mouse duet, where the first one is Haunting Adeline and this was Hunting Adeline. And I don't actually remember what I rated Haunting Adeline. I think I rated it 350 or 3.75. I really, really enjoyed it. And I actually waited a little bit before going into Hunting Adeline because I saw a lot of mixed reviews and I wasn't really sure if it was going to be for me. But I'm super happy that I did read it because I ended up rating it 4 stars. It didn't have the same type of spice, which was absolutely fine. It revolves a lot around sex trafficking and kind of shows how that still takes place and what those girls go through, etc. And I actually thought it was really interesting to see and to learn about. So I really, really enjoyed that. And I didn't mind that. Oh, spoiler alert. If you haven't read this book, then maybe skip this next part because I will be spoiling a little bit. I didn't mind that the MMC and the FMC didn't reunite until like halfway through because I thought it was so interesting to learn about what they go through in sex trafficking. And I thought it was really important for the story. So it actually reminded me a little bit of another book I read a few years ago, which is called Sold, if I'm not mistaken. And it is a story that's based on the author's real life, where she goes through all this sex trafficking. And it reminded me a little bit of that. And I just thought it was super interesting to learn about. And then it's still, it still revolved around the two main characters and like their connection and stuff. But I actually found the first half of the book to be the most interesting. Definitely recommend reading that duet if you're into dark romance. I will say though, check the trigger warnings because it is tough to read as well. So that was the first book that I read. I started reading it on the plane to Berlin. I went to Berlin this month with my boyfriend and I started reading it on the plane and I think I finished it on the plane home. So yeah. The second book that I read in March was A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner. And oh my god, that has got to be my god tier favorite book ever because I loved it so much. Honestly, I know that it's like a lot of people love it. I know it's probably not everyone's like god tier favorite, but to me, that book, something's been put in it. It was intoxicating. Like I devoured this book, okay? It was so good. I will not settle for 5 stars. It's endless stars, honestly. It was so, so good. And I still think about it. And I have ordered a physical copy because I need it on my shelf. I know for a fact that I will be reading this book again and again and again. It was so good. It's important to say that I read the anniversary edition where you get the male main character's point of view as well. I think the original one finishes with her point of view, but I'm so happy that I read the anniversary one because I feel like that kind of gave an ending. I would have been a bit upset if I had stopped reading, like if I'd only read the original one. So I'm super happy that I read the anniversary edition and I will recommend this book to anyone. Okay, it was so good. It does take you through the feelings, like you'll be upset, you'll be angry, you'll be happy, and you'll be frustrated with the characters. But it is so good because this could have happened in real life. Like, it's relatable. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've ordered it for my birthday, which is on the 4th of April. So I'm super excited for that to come. And honestly, favorite read of the year so far, favorite read of March, favorite read of my life, probably. I loved it so much. The third book that I read in March was also by Candy Steiner, because when I finished reading A Love Letter to Whiskey, I needed more, okay? I was starved for these type of stories. So I went into the next one. I went onto the author's Instagram page and saw like the different orders that she recommended that you read her books in. And obviously I've only read A Love Letter to Whiskey, so I didn't really know what to dive into next. I didn't really want to start a series, like I just wanted a standalone. And so I started reading Make Me Hate You, which was also amazing. Loved it. I only rated this 4 stars, but honestly, it's such a good book as well. And I think Candy Steiner has become an author where I'm like, well, if she writes it, I'll read it. So I've gone and ordered quite a few books from her for my birthday. And I cannot wait for them to arrive so that I can read them. I think she just released the 4th book in her sports romance, like hockey romance series, Kings of Ice. Is that what it's called? It's the newest book is called Save Your Breath. And if you haven't read anything by this author, then I think you should, because she's incredible. Her writing is amazing. She puts you through all the feelings. I love it. So if you're into romance, but you like angsty romance, then go read these books. Make Me Hate You was incredible. I loved the connection between the 2 main characters. Again, it's something that could have happened in real life. It's relatable. Again, you'll be sad, you'll be angry, you'll be happy, but you'll be happy at the end of it. Go read it. So the 4th book that I read in March is the only physical book that I read, and let me just find it. So it was The Long Game. My edition is in Danish, but The Long Game by Elena Armas, I think. Jesus, I live in Spain and I'm not even sure how to pronounce her name. I think it's Elena Amas. The Long Game, I rated this 2 stars. I didn't really, I think on my Goodreads, I didn't really say much. I didn't really enjoy it. Like, I read it and there were parts of it that I enjoyed, but I don't really think I'd recommend this to people. It's an all right read, but I don't know. I really enjoyed The Spanish Love Deception, and I think this just fell flat. So yeah, don't know if any of you have read it, but it's like very grumpy sunshine. She works for her dad's football team and she's been sent away, and she meets this really famous goalkeeper, and he's living in like a tiny city, and yeah, a lot of things happen, but I don't know. I don't know. It just was not for me. The 5th book that I read in March, well, the 5th book that I started reading in March was Heavenly Bodies by Imanu Eriu. Is that how you say it? I don't know. And I actually have not finished this. I still have it open on my Kindle, and I don't know what it is. It's so hyped up, it's so popular, and I feel like I should be enjoying it, but I'm just not. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it just feels like a bit all over the place. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of giving me the same vibes as Fear the Flames gave me. This, like, I feel like both books aren't bad, but there's just something about them that I just don't enjoy, and I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you what it is. There's just something that I'm just not liking, and it's making me like not enjoy it at all, which is a shame because I feel like the plot in Heavenly Bodies and the world building is really good, but I'm just not enjoying it. Like, I'm not really excited to get home at night and to read that book. So I think I'm gonna soft DNF it for now, because I don't know if it's because I'm just not in the right headspace for that type of fantasy right now. Like, I feel like maybe if I wait and give it another try another time, I might enjoy it more. I don't really want to force myself to read something that I'm not enjoying, and I have been trying for like 2 weeks now, and I'm only at 32%. So I should probably just stop. No, I can't rate it any stars because I haven't finished it. I started it 2 weeks ago. I think it's gonna be a soft DNF for me. Let me know what you have you read it. Let me know what you think. Should I like push through? Should I continue? Should I wait until I'm in the right headspace for that type of story? Or do you agree? How did you find it? Let me know, please. So the next book that I started whilst I was still reading Heavenly Bodies, but needed a little bit more action, a little bit more dark romance, I was missing it, okay, was God of Malice by Rina Rena Kent. And this is the first book that I'm reading by Rena Kent. I have wanted to read her books for ages. And I don't know if this is the right series to start with, but I really enjoyed God of Malice. I rated it 4 stars. I thought it was really good, but I do love a dark romance. I definitely don't think it's going to be for everyone. And if you don't like spice, stay off it. Like, don't do it, because the spice happens in like the first chapter, which was shocking to me as well. But the story I enjoyed, and I liked the characters a lot. I really enjoyed it. I loved the plot. I loved the characters, and I was itching to move on to the next book of the series when I finished God of Malice. So I think that says something. And yeah, again, if you're gonna read it, check your trigger warnings, because these type of books are not for everyone, for sure. So the last and final book that I read in March was God of Pain, which is the second book in the Legacy of God series. And I loved this one as well, but just not as much as I did the first one. So I think I rated this one 3.5 or 3.75. I can't remember exactly. But I really liked the whole grumpy sunshine, which normally I'm not really like, it's not my favorite trope, but I think it was really well done in this book. So I really enjoyed that. And I really loved the whole thing that she's got going on with the main characters, like the MMCs, that they're, your mind, touch it and you die. I love that. And both of these two first books of the series has had that. So I don't know if that's what's kind of drawn me in, but I really, really enjoyed that. And again, I really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed the characters. I thought it was really well done. And I probably will be continuing this series throughout April, but I am also going to add other books to my TBR, which is going to be my next video. If you want to see me pick my TBR picks for April, then stick around and watch the next video that I'm gonna put up after this, which is gonna be, I don't know when. So overall, I think March has been a really good month. Obviously, I'm not happy about DNF in a book that I was really, really excited to read. I thought I would absolutely devour this book, and I'm just not. But yeah, it happens, doesn't it? Other than that, we had a new favorite read ever. We've had quite a few like 4-star, 5-star books. So I will say March was really, really successful, and I'm praying that April is going to be the same, because I have a lot of books coming, okay? I've ordered a ton of books for my birthday, and I can't wait to read them. I'm so excited. I mean, it's not like I need more books. To be honest, a lot of the books on my shelves I've actually read now. I feel like I'm doing quite well. There are quite a few dark romance books that I have yet to read, but I will get to them. And I am not going to stop myself from buying books that I want when it's my birthday. Which, by the way, I didn't buy myself any except for 2. The rest were gifts. So that makes it okay, does it not? Anyways, I think that's going to be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how many books you read in March, and if any of them was a God tier book like I had, or if you had to DNF any books. Also, please let me know what you thought about Heavenly Bodies, if it's just me that needs to get myself together, or if you had the same opinion. And I'd love to hear what you have been reading, and if there's any books that I need to be adding to my TBR. Also, if you like watching my videos, please don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to be a part of a little community on YouTube, booktube. So if you have a channel yourself, please let me know and I'll go and take a look. And you can also follow me on TikTok or Instagram and on Goodreads. Thanks so much again for watching, and don't forget to watch my next video where I'll be picking my TBR for April. Bye!